Hello, traveler. Are you lost? No. I know you're almost a week's journey from any villages I know of. Reveal myself. Take care, human. I'm not something to be commanded. That's better. Unexpected, but better. Curious. You look strangely unsurprised to see Lamia. I, however, am quite surprised to see you unarmed. I see that tear. But I assure you, human, you have nothing to fear from me. Not yet. Just look into my eyes. I don't look so dangerous, do I? That's right. And see how slowly I approach? How I went between the trees? Oh, of course I'm large. I'm Lamia. But look in my eyes. I'm not intimidating, am I? It's okay. Nothing is quite what we expect. Here I am now, almost face to face with you. See how soft my hand is? Like a human woman running her fingers through your hair. And see how I coil around you? So lightly, even as my skin presses against yours. But your arms are free to move. If you wanted to, you could run. But you don't want to run, do you? Of course not. Even now, as I start to grip you, you feel strangely safe. Don't worry, I won't crush you. Yes. Hypnotic? Why, thank you, little one. So, tell me, human, what brings you so deep in the woods? Adventure? Curiosity? But wait, you're unarmed in these woods. Do you have a death wish? Yes, you said. You do. You're certainly in the right place for that. I'm not the only monster in the forest. Oh, you did meet her. Then I'm intrigued. How did you make it past the Arachne? Nobody escapes her. Not usually, anyway. And I see the remnants of her thread across your legs. Well, because I find it odd that she let you go. She's known for being cruel to her prey, you know. That's why she let you go? To be cruel? No, it makes sense now. The thing that's radiating from you. I sensed it in the air before I even saw you. Something troubled about you. You're damaged. You look perfectly intact to me, human. Hungry, perhaps, like you haven't eaten in a week, but intact. Well, how are you damaged then? Let me see. No, not this side. Not here either. I see no damage to your head, little one. What do you... I don't believe I've ever been so curious about a human. Well, because your kind are usually so simple, so single-minded, so, shamelessly self-absorbed. You agree? Yes, I know what your people are like. All too well. So, an outcast. Oh, a runaway then. Oh yes, I do know what isolation is like. Most Lamias do know that, since your people started gobbling up our woods. We used to live in villages ourselves. I remember when I was small, living with a group near the place I live in now. The human raised the woods around it. I'm sure you can figure out what happens next. Why on earth would you leave the safety of your home? I'm listening. No, that sounds quite clever. A boar trap. Interesting. They said what? Why? That is stupid and self-defeating. That's how humans treat their own too? Is that what makes you think you're damaged, little one? No, you don't deserve to be punished by them or me. Of course not. Absolutely not. What a novel thing to say. Especially about yourself. So that's what they've told you. And that's what brought you here, little one. Well, let me be clear then. I have no intention of, hurting you. And I have even a less interest in eating you. I have something better in store for you. That is, if you're willing to follow me. Yes, follow me, and I will teach you things. Or you can leave and take your chances with whoever else lives in these woods. There are Kitana further along the path. They are said to be quite gentle with their humans, for the most part. But they're more possessive, and they can't offer you what I can. Why, come with me? Like I said, I will teach you things that will benefit you in the long term. I know you have no reason to trust me. But I can promise you, what I have to offer is way better than death. You are going to have to give yourself over to me, however. But at least at first. But it must be your choice to do so. Follow and obey me, and I will show you a secret you cannot yet imagine. You don't need to call me mistress, little one. No apologies, dear. In fact, you deserve a reward for being so, enthusiastic. Do you feel how my coils wrap you again? How finely I control them? How my body ripples over yours, starting with your hands pressed against your sides. How the pressure of my coils rolls up and down your arms, your torso, your legs. You don't have to be afraid anymore, pet. Of them or me. Come here. Put your head against my shoulder. Yes, you may put your arms around me too. Pet, it would be crueler than the Arachne if I didn't let you do that. Well, because you're unlike any of the other humans I've ever met. And I want you to understand more about why. Are you ready to come back with me to my cave, little one? Good. And now is your first instruction. Whenever I bring you out for a walk, you will keep your hands in mine, especially when we go out into the woods. This is for your own protection, as much as anything else. It lets other creatures know who you belong to. That's good. That's very good, little one. That's exactly where I want you. Pet, you must also pay attention to these woods, whether we're talking or not. It's important that you learn to be attuned to them. You're going to be going out into them again, sooner than you may think. I intend for you to be able to know this forest like I do. Now pay attention to what you see around you. The trees and thickets along our path will tell you where you are. They will keep you from getting lost when I'm not with you. You'll be ready. We're going to make sure you don't get lost. Ever again. No, Pat, I was just talking to myself. Let's go. Here we are. Home, little one. It may be warmer than a regular human dwelling, but it's still a bit cold by Lamia standards. You're comfortable. Good, good. Now light the lantern, and I'll show you the interior. The fire is here, toward the mouth of the cave, but far enough inside that even the worst of storms have yet to reach it. See? Right there. It's burnt down to coals, but we're going to want it to get hotter when we cook our dinner. The firewood is over there. Another armful, please. And yes, that'll be enough. No, you're correct. You will need to build your strength. But that will come over time. And sooner than you think. Exactly. One piece at a time. And yes, go right ahead with some kindling beneath the first ones. There's plenty of that. I'll get the cooking pot set up. Some more vegetables, water. Of course, I'm using the balanced too, Pat. That makes the best soup. It will take a while, of course. For tonight, we'll have some boar jerky I learned to make from the Kitana. Over there, in my pantry jars. Yes, there. Of course, Pat. You must be starving. Take a piece and bring the rest here. Just one piece for now, no more. Don't worry, little one. You won't be hungry much longer. Good. Now come and lay here in my coils, like a sleeping mat, while I take a piece. There you go. Now you take a bite. I broke it for mine, yes. Because I'm feeding you, silly pet. There you go. Here's another. You look so cute like that, pet. Laying in my lap, so content. Dare I say, happy? I'm glad. Now let's talk about you and me. I don't expect you to call me mistress. Ma'am will do just fine. That's perfect, Pat. Well done. I do, however, expect you to follow my instructions while you're here. You will not be a slave, but you will need to heed me as you learn to work alongside me. Here, another piece. There may be other things I ask you to do, but there will always be a reason for them. And for the most important ones, they will never be without your consent. There you go. It is good jerky, isn't it? Sweet, with just the right amount of spice. So then, do you trust me, Pat? Good. There will be things I teach you and test you over. Some will be obvious things you need to know to survive. Others may not be as obvious at first. I don't mean to be mysterious. I promise you, at the end of this journey, you'll understand everything we're doing. Good. Very, very good. Does it feel good when I stroke your hair like that, Pat? I enjoy how it feels too. Running your hair between my fingers. I know you're exhausted, Pat, but it's not quite time to go to sleep yet. Soon, though. Come, there is another part of the cave I want to show you. We're here. See that hot spring? This is where I like to come sometimes, when I need to relax. The water feels so good and warm. Dip your hand and see. Isn't it though? I'm going to bathe right now, as a matter of fact. You're welcome to join me if you like. I think you'll find it quite enjoyable. Oh, Pat. You are positively adorable when you blush. Is that a modesty? It's alright, little one. I'll turn my back while you're in the springs with me. I will have to insist on throwing a coil around your waist, though. I've never seen anything in these coves that could threaten you, but if we should be caught by surprise, I want to be able to snatch you away to safety immediately. Of course I would save you, Pat. Why wouldn't I? There you go. The water is just the right temperature, don't you think? Exactly. When we're done here, we'll return to our sleeping mat at the fire, warmed and refreshed, and ready for a good night's rest. That's something else I should discuss with you. Being a Lamia, I struggle to retain heat at night, especially in the cold months. If I'm by myself, that is. You catch on fast, little one, and you flatter me. It's rare for anyone or anything, animal or human, to be so enthusiastic about having me coil them. I am pleased, Pat, but I want to be certain that you... Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. I know what you mean, Pat. It would be easy to fall asleep like this. And you've had a rough few days, haven't you? If you like, I can make a place for you to lay in my coils. I wouldn't be able to have my back to you, however. Why, thank you, Pat. It flatters me to see how much you already trust me. There you go. Just rest in my coils and to let the water soothe you to sleep. Just like that. Good morning, Pat. Did you sleep well? Good. I hope I didn't coil you too tightly. The cold has really set in, hasn't it? I'm glad. Do you remember how nervous I was that first night, little one? How I kept waking you up, checking on you? Even months later, it seems like you might be even more confident about sleeping in my coils than I am. Why, thank you, Pat. It does feel nice, doesn't it? To feel another body against your own. Come, let's get something to eat. After breakfast, we have things to do. Well, for one thing, I want you to tell me more about the sport trap idea of yours. How does it work? What will you need to build it? That's easy enough to arrange. That will be too. Easy enough, it sounds. Oh, I see. Now, unfortunately, I don't have metal parts at hand. I know someone who might, though. The, Arachne. With a little offer of something, she should, shh, Pat. You have nothing to fear from her, as long as I'm with you. I absolutely mean that. She will have to come through me to get to you. And she knows better than to test me like that. I promise you. I am far more of a threat to her than she is to you. Oh, little one, are you still shaking? Come here. I promised you I would take care of you. As far as she is concerned, you are mine. And I will never, ever let anyone take from me what is mine. Especially you. Feel better? Good. Let's get something to eat and get ready. It's going to be a busy day. What's that? You needn't whisper, Pat. We're not sneaking up on her. And she has more sense than to try and ambush me, don't you, Mika?
You flatter yourself, Sorry, if you think I have the least bit of interest in you. Well, now, I do believe we've met before, human. You look healthier than before. Is Sorry fattening you up into a nice, tasty morsel?
The human is mine, Mika, not yours. And even if you find them alone in the woods, you will remember that.
Have we come to that, Lamia? Fighting over food?
You will remember that too. I trust I won't need to give you any further, reminders.
What do you want, Sorry?
We are in need of some metal goods, and I know you keep trophies of past meals.
You attack me, and then ask for favors in the next breath? Sorry?
I'm asking for a trade.
What are you offering?
A share in the rewards. My human has a clever idea. Tell her about it, Pat.
I'm impressed, human. That's quite clever. What are you proposing?
You provide us the metal parts, we'll do the rest. In return, we offer you a 1/3 share of our catch.
An even half. If you want to feed the human, do it from your share, not mine.
Mika, Yes, Pat, go ahead.
I can spin my webbing to be less adhesive, yes. Why, thank you, human. Yes, it's quite a bit stronger than rope. No, it doesn't take long to produce what you're asking for. And oh, yes, it will last a long, long time.
No, Pat, you don't eat as much as we do.
Equal shares with a slice for you before we divide them? I suppose you would catch more with my rope, certainly.
I think it's a more than fair compromise, Mika. One that benefits all of us.
Especially them. Am I really supposed to negotiate with a human?
That human can offer you more than one meal, Mika. Or maybe you'd rather settle for whatever straggles into your webs.
You're getting soft, Lamia. You've never concerned yourself with a human before. Why this one? Is it mating season already for—
Do you want us to feed you or not, Spider?
Fine. Come both of you. Help me get these things out of here so you can get on your way. And out of mine.
That's right, Pat. Only a few minutes more, and we'll be home. You're already starting to pick up on... Oh. Yes, I suppose that would be memorable. But, you didn't throw up from nerves. And you remembered the spot. Take progress where it comes. You're learning the forest so much faster than I expected. I'm proud of you. You handled yourself well, Pat, back there at Mika's lair. Respectful of her, but not fearful. I know you were scared. You forget what my tongue can pick up in the air. But you carried yourself with assurance. I guess having me there would make a difference. There's no shame in that. Even the kitsune don't tread near Mika's lair without lots of backup. But as I said, take progress where it comes. Here we are. Home. Let's get all of this inside. There is a few weapons in here. Some pieces of armor, some cooking utensils. She must have done some wandering from her lair to collect that. I don't see how you're going to get blade out of this too. Oh, a new design. At the risk of sounding selfish, Pat, the villagers did the rest of us a favor when they pushed you out. Well, they might well have taken most of the boar out here and left us starving. I know you wouldn't, my dear. It's them I'm not so sure about. What's that, pet? Call you a deer? Why would I... Oh. I'm teasing you now, dear pet. I know what I called you. And I would not be offended at all if you'd like to call me by my name. Come here, pet. Let me coil you and hold you. Because I'm finding, to my surprise, that I feel quite differently about you than I do other humans. You've become quite dear to me, little one. I do call you Dad, but don't humans use pet as an endearment too? I thought so. Calm your worries, dear pet. I meant what I said. Go right ahead. I do like the way my name sounds in your mouth. It's comforting in its way. You are so precious when you blush. Do you know that? It makes me want to wrap you in my tail and to ripple it up and down you. I had no idea a human being could turn such a shade of red. Are you sure there's not a tiefling in your ancestry, dear pet? Oh, I'm sure there's something devilish in you now, pet. I wasn't expecting that. Don't be sorry, little one. It means you're growing more confident, and it pleases me to see it. I don't mind at all, pet. You're always free to ask me anything. Yes. Yes. That's absolutely right, my dear. That was my plan. To show you what you're truly capable of. When I saw you so close to my lair, so hungry and tired, I just felt bad for you. And the more I learned about you, the more certain I was that I needed to take care of you. Because you're stronger than you think, more clever than you allow yourself to know, and more precious than you can imagine. When I say precious, dear pet, that's exactly what I mean. You are rare and dear, like diamond ore in a dark cavern. I saw that immediately in you, and I'm not the only one. Yes, I do mean the Kitsuna when they were here last week. Did you really not see the twinkle in her eye when the older daughter kept going on about snatching you away? She wasn't simply joking with me. She was flirting with you. I saw her letting her tail accidentally brush against you. If I didn't know her and her family as well as I do, I might have been angry. But, poor you, trying to keep a straight face. I don't know who was more amused, her or me. Oh, shh. She absolutely was. I'm not taking any arguments from you about this, pet. I've grown too fond of you to allow it. Go ahead. What make us sad? About what? Mating season. Is that why you're trembling, pet? Do you remember when I told you I would never have you do certain things without your consent? That's one of... No? Are you saying what I think you're saying? Oh, Pat, you are right. That is something to consider later. Yes, it is months away. But it's also when Lamia choose their mates. We live almost as long as elves, but we stay with our human mates for their entire lives. You're going to get stronger and more independent in that time. I'm going to see to that. I'm already seeing it. And when I think you're ready to make that decision, my dear, dear Pat, we'll see how you feel about it then. No, you're absolutely right. I'm not saying no. Come on, let's go to the hot springs, then take a nap before dinner. You have an invention to work on. And I want to try out the smoker you and the kitsune built us. Of course I do. I enjoy having you there with me. And now, maybe even more than before. Almost there. I promise you, this is the last trip to the river for today. You don't have to put up a front for me, my dear Pat. I can see you're growing tired. You are getting stronger every day, but overworking yourself will only wear you down in the long run, not build you up. Oh, I'm sure I could wear you down that way. But I don't think you'd call that overworking you. Just doing your part to keep me warm, huh? I can remember a time when you would have turned as red as a tiefling's lips at the mere thought of it. But now... Yes, I am talking about when the kitsune came by with the vegetables at the end of the harvest time. The elder daughter. I can't help it, dear Pat. For weeks she teased and flirted with you just to see what colors she would make your cheeks turn. But at that time, when she offered to steal you away, like she always does, you did. You got the wickedest grin I've ever seen on your face. And you told her, I'm afraid I belong to Zarde. But if you ask her, who knows? She might just let you borrow me. You were flirtatious in a way you had only ever been with me. And the two of you just kept going back and forth, trying to see who could make each other react first. Until she finally broke down and started laughing as hard as the rest of us already were. You'll notice she never offered to steal you away again. I think it might have stopped being a joke for her that day. It was delightful to see you so comfortable in your own skin. I was so proud of you. And you absolutely charmed her sisters along with her. Yes, you truly did. Confidence is attractive. So is wit. And you were so at ease with us, and yourself, that you let us all see yours. Of course, she still teases you. You didn't think she was going to stop, did you? Come, let's get these stones inside to lie in the fire pit. I'm eager to see how this heating system you've been talking about might work. I know. With any luck, the Kitsune will find a blacksmith who will teach you what you need to know. You have so many clever ideas, dear pet. I hope we can bring half of them to life. Hello, Meika. What brings you and your, guest? Have you gotten jealous of my pet and decided to get your own? I promise you, they're much more affectionate when they're not wrapped so tightly in your silk. Especially their mouths.
This morsel? But I think you and your pet might find him interesting, Sorry. He's from the village your pet left.
Really? What say you, dear pet? Do you recognize him?
Well, no. This is interesting. I never thought your pet was capable of fury. And oh, the look of shock in my morsel's eyes. He must have thought your pet was already dead.
Pet? Who is he? This is the one? The one who treated you so badly? Be quiet, Morsel. You... Yes, pet? Of course you can.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I promise They're a trap.
Well, Morsel, you must be truly special where you come from. Sarti's pet has never offered to show me the boar trap. I'm as curious to see it as you must be.
Lead the way, dear pet. I think you're entitled to show off your work. Especially to him. What do you think, Morsel? It's rather impressive, isn't it? You did us a favor, letting us have this instead of your village. Perhaps you'd like a closer look.
Stop, Sari. This is my lunch, and I don't want you letting the juice out of him.
Are you kidding me? You're letting him taste me?
I believe my morsel is trying to threaten us.
How dare you call me a morsel? How could you? That's no point.
Oh no, you're right, Pat. We do already know that nobody's going to come looking for a morsel, are they? I apologize, Maker. I think we've kept you too long from your lunch.
No, no apologies necessary, sorry. You and your pet have given me some genuine entertainment with my meal. See, Morsel? I guess it's lucky for both of us that I found you before they did.
No, please save me. Somebody please save me.
Come, Pat. You look exhausted. Let me get my tail around you. There. I'll carry you the rest of the way. And when we get back home, we'll go to the hot springs. Well, Pat, you look so sad right now. It was hard seeing him again, wasn't it? Of course it would be. No apologies. Let it all out. You're here with me. Home, safe, and cared for. No, Pat, you wouldn't have been able to save him from Maker, even if you wanted to. No, Pat, there's no shame in it if you didn't want to. There's no shame in wanting that either. Not after he drove you from your home. Such as it was, yes. Let's go to the hot springs. Come here, dear Pat. Put your arms around me. Let me coil you. How does that feel? You already look so relaxed. You do. Just like the first time I brought you here. You were so nervous at first, but once you laid on my coils, you looked as if you had found home. Thank you, Pat. And do you remember how surprised you were when I told you I would protect you from anything that might try to harm you? And here you are, now, ready to do the same. I don't believe it, my dear. I know it. I could see it in your eyes back there. If Maker hadn't found him first, you would have done whatever it took to protect us. Yes, us. You, me, the Kitsuna, maybe even Maker. To a point, anyhow. Yeah, I know. But to be fair, she has come around when it comes to you. Slightly is still unusual for her. Take progress where it comes, as I said. She did want you to see your old enemy before she ate him, after all. That's as close to kindness as I've ever seen in her. No, I don't think she would eat you, love. But I have no intention of putting that to the test. Yes, but love. I don't say love lightly, dear pet. Especially not where it concerns you. When I saw that man wrapped in Make's silk and found out who he was, I was outraged. For you. And Make was right. He was lucky she found him before we did. I remember the state you were in when I found you. I would have happily crushed him the way he tried to crush you. I do mean it. I can see how you work so hard to take care of all of us. How ingenious you are with the ways you invent to do just that. And I see how you are with the little kitsune when they come to visit. How you play with them as if they were your own nieces and nephews. I can see. We all do. How good of a maid you would be. How good of a parent you would be, even, given the chance. When you first came to this cave with me, I was prepared to give you the choice to return home if you wanted to. Once you had built yourself up to this point. I told you then, love, that I would never make you my slave. I meant it then, and I do now. If you wish to return to your village, I will not stop you. But I will miss you terribly if you leave. That's right. Spring will be here soon. And with it, the time of year when Lamia usually pick their mates. And I choose you. I do mean it. I want to watch you keep building yourself up. To care for you the way you care for all of us. And to look after you as you grow old alongside me. No matter how much it would hurt to lose you in the end. What say you, love? Do you think you could build a life here with me? What's that? Are you sure? I have no problem with that, love. As long as you know what I mean when I call you, Pat. As long as you, do your part to keep me warm, love. I promise not to overwork you.